All right, these days, during this heat wave, we are all doing everything we can to stay cool, humans and animals. For those of us without air conditioning, I am among you, we had to think cool and then find it. In Buffalo, Mayor Brown extended public pool, splash pad hours, and cooling centers across western New York and the U.S. ACs are flying off the shelves, people lining up before the stores even open to get a chance at new shipments. It's gotten so bad that some folks are actually stealing the cooling boxes in some cities right out of the windows of homes. Police in Milwaukee say, for example, thieves are stealing the units just right, well, walking down the street.
Yeah, taking them right out of their the holes in the wall there for them. I mean, this doesn't surprise me. We were supposed to have a heat wave, which usually is here and it's gone. This is like a heat tidal wave, I guess. I don't know what else to call it, but it's sticking around, and you know, it doesn't surprise me that people are going to those measures, but don't do that, obviously. I mean,
right. Crime is not going to pay.
No, it doesn't surprise me at all, especially because we've been doing so many reports on how you can't find air conditioners anywhere.
Couldn't find
Every single store is sold out. I was trying to find a portable one for my living room because our window out there is too big, and it's just been nuts. But there are some tips that Yahoo has on how to beat the heat, and a big one is just fans. You can strategically place fans all around your house. And you can kind of make it into an air conditioner by putting, I guess, a bowl of ice in front of it.
Right.
Oh.
So, you know, if you don't have an air conditioner and you're considering stealing one, before you do that, use a fan.
You ever have a styrofoam cup full of ice and water and you blow into it, you get that nice cool air back, and it's the same kind of concept. Yeah,
opposite
it works,
of a humidifier.
Right, absolutely.
But remember, if you're going to steal it in Buffalo and you end up at the Erie County Holding Center, beware, because they apparently have a down air conditioning system. They are now waiting for a refrigeration unit from Chicago to come in.
100 degrees in there.
200 inmates and staffers in up to 100-degree temperatures living in there, and they did set up fans, but they're saying
cups of ice as well, but that's how a lot of people live right now.
Exactly. Well, that's how it is in my house, but they're saying it was so bad in the holding center that the floor, there was so much condensation, people were slipping on it.
All over it.
I'm just thinking,
or it was sweat.
It's like prison in your house.
It's exactly what it is. Ask my kids and they would say, yes, indeed. Okay, ladies, this cold one's for you. That's right, we are, of course, talking about beer. Molson is working on a new beer, and it's aimed specifically at women. It's called Anime. UK's marketing magazine says the company spent 2.5 years researching women's relationship with beer, and that they found that most ladies don't drink it at all. So they came up with a, quote, less gassy and lighter tasting beer that will come in 3 flavors: standard, rosé, I'm assuming, and citrus. It will launch in the UK later this summer. Their new line is going to probably be less gassy, more classy. I just made that up.
I like it.
Probably not, but I like beer.
I don't know who they surveyed for this. I like beer a lot. There are lots of different beers you can try. So if you're not a big fan of just typical lagers, you can go out and find things that are citrusy, that are a little bit sweet, that are interesting. And I think it's silly that they're coming up with these flavors just for us ladies who are so picky.
Right, yeah.
I don't know.
It's a marketing thing, I think. And most guys I know drink beer for the gas, so, you know, because it's a fun thing to do later on in the night.
They're all single, correct?
Absolutely. Yes, they are.
I personally don't even like those citrusy ones. I like the ales, the golden, the rusty-colored ones. I love a Guinness.
Guinness is my favorite.
On a warm summer day, which we've had a lot of.
Yeah.
Tastes great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we're going to move on to this next story. It's one that's going to inspire everyone. As one sports writer actually wrote, there is hope for America's future yet. It's an exchange between 2 young baseball fans in Arizona at a Diamondbacks-Milwaukee Brewers matchup. You have to take a look.
There's nothing better when you go to the ballpark to get a souvenir. Oh, look at that young Brewers fan. Now, wait a minute. He is. Did he get?
No.
Oh, boy.
He is sour. He is sour. The Diamondback fan got it, and not the Brewer fan. Oh, he's bummed out.
Are you kidding me? This kid's going to do this?
Oh, yeah. That is big time.
Oh, my goodness.
There. What a nice young man.
Well, he's got a Diamondbacks hat, and we have to get something for that kid in the red.
We got to do something for the kid in the red. Something for the kid in the red.
And you know what? There wasn't a parent around saying, you know, listen,
go give the ball back.
He did it all on his own. It just doesn't it kind of choke you out?
Oh my gosh, it was. I have serious goosebumps.
You do.
So cute, and that's like the 3rd time I've seen that video.
Right, and then afterward, the 3 friends are sitting in the stands, and somebody comes and brings them a phone, and it's the guys in the sports writers.
In the box.
And the callers, yes, and they are telling him, you know, you did a great thing. You should be proud. Come up to the box, and they asked him who his favorite players were, and they got a signed bat from Upton for him.
Good things. That's good karma right there.
It is
And
good
obviously
karma.
his parents raised him right because he
That's
didn't
what
even
they
need
said.
to be spoken to by his parents to figure out that that was a nice thing.
Although I do feel someone needs to speak to the little kid who eventually ended up getting the ball,
Yeah,
because you
I
need to
mean-
tell him that you don't always get your way when you
Right.
pout.
That's true.
not the right way to
That's
go
true.
about
I mean-
things. He just happened to meet a really, really kind young
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
And he'll never forget that.
The Milwaukee Brewer who threw it up to him saw that he had a Brewers thing, so it was actually intended for him. You're right. You know, you do need to learn that you can't get everything you want. But you know, it's such an inspiring story. And the sportscaster actually made a point to note there was another game earlier that a woman actually took the ball from a child
And kept it?
and kept it.
Who would do that?
Now that.